how do you feel about, I guess I can say, some of the shaming tactics that people try to use to be like, well, if you don't vote this way, then you're not black, or if you vote this way, then you're against us. Or
so what they did was the Democratic Party. Most people don't understand. That's the party of slavery. So when you understand history, the Democrats have always been the party who wanted slavery. They're the party who invented and originated the Ku Klux Klan, right? So they understand us more. That's why they tapped into our entertainment side, because they know we have an entertainment whore's mind. So they know us. So what they did, they played on the fact that black people in America, there's a gender war between the black man and the black woman.
Speak about it.
There's a real gender war. There's a real gender war. So they use that to try to shame the black man into voting for Kamala. Because they said the reason Trump won last time is because black men failed to come out and vote. Well, most black men can't vote. Seriously, most black men got a record, or they're not even interested. So they tried to use a shaming tactic toward black men. That's why you started seeing commercials highlighting the fact that black men need to get out and vote. That's why they went and got the ass and the. Think about this. That's why they went and got the women who shake their ass and pop their to put before us, because they know what? Black men like ass and.
So it kind of make you think like, dang, so that's what they really think about.
Yeah,
they feel they can just have a lady on stage twerking and that we about to just run to the polls because she's up there shaking her ass or whatnot.
Well, they went and got, they know most of us follow a woman to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. So they went and got the ass and the, but they went and got the woman who our women idolize, Beyonce, the Beehive. So they went and got our women idols, put them on stage, and the traits and the characteristics of ass shaking is what made most black men tune in.
Let me ask you something. Do you believe that the black culture have a problem or have a issue or something that we need to fix to better ourselves as a people, where they won't feel like, you know what, let's send somebody shaking their ass so we can get those votes? Like, what do we need to do as black people for them to start respecting our votes? Because it's like
we need to self-educate. So we need to educate ourselves inside the home, because that's where education starts at. Education begins in the home. We're not educated in our homes. Most of us can only say A, B, C, D, E, F, G by the time we go to school, and we don't know nothing else. Most of us, our families don't have the multiplication charts teaching us that before we go to school. Most of us can't count to 100 before we go to school. So we completely rely on our public school system to educate us when it really miseducates us. So we don't have a family unit. One of the strongest part of being educated, homie, is coming from a strong family. A family that values education. So they know we don't value education. That's why they bring us entertainment. So they rely on the uninformed voter. That's why most of us don't know, most black people don't know anything about the platform. We're looking at skin color. Most of us don't know anything about the candidate. We look at skin color. And before Dr. King died, part of his I Have a Dream speech was to judge me by the context of my character and not by my skin. That's what they getting us to vote on. Skin color. I was just because she black. So we're not voting based off the context of the character. Because if we was doing that, we would ask some questions. Why don't we ever see her with her white husband and her 2 white kids? They never showed us a complete picture of her and her family. Every other presidential candidate, every other elected official always get on stage with their family. She never did that, not one time during the campaign.
Do you think that a black man that was running for president and had a white wife would have been able to make it as far as Kamala did?
That's why Obama, no to answer your question. That's why Obama, if you read his book, Obama dated white women, but he knew he couldn't go far in politics dating a white woman. There's no way black America will elect or vote or support a black man that has a white wife. That's why black women won't get behind Candace Owens, because she got a white husband.
Now, when I say that, it's a problem.
Oh,
I told him, I said, listen, if Barack Obama didn't have Michelle Obama, it works in his favor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, Kamala can get away with that, having a white husband, because it's, you know, of course it's a double standard when it comes to who you're marrying. You understand what I'm saying? But
well, they strategically kept her husband out of the picture.
Right.
She came to play black. She can't play black with this complete white family. So we're voting off what we see, not what we know. Think about what I just said. We're voting off what we see. Oh, man, we got a black president. Man, he got a white mama. That nigga really ain't black. His wife made him black. The woman he lay down with made him black. She helped him produce black children. She has no children, but she's married to a white man with 2 white kids. Had they gave us that complete picture, it would have been hard for any black woman to accept. And let me just say this. America, white America, will never let their slave run the country.
Man, we getting a lot of quotes today. We getting a lot. Say that again for the people.
White America will never let their slaves run their country. So they'll never will elect a full black man. It's gonna always be a mulattoan. It's gonna always be something like her that's a mixed breed. They ain't finna put no full black man, no real black man that grew up in this country with a black mama and a black daddy to run their White House. It was never intended and it never will be. They'll put a gay in, they'll put a Mexican in before they put one of us in.
Did you see the reports where they were saying that like Russia is trying to end the war over Ukraine, and China want a peaceful transition and stuff, like the second Trump won? Do you feel like they saying that because they respect Trump more and they just trying to, or you think it's like they just playing mind games?
No, they're not playing mind games. We got involved in that. We want to go over there and build a U.S. embassy in Ukraine. Biden and his family have been doing business in Ukraine long before Biden became president. So he's going over there to his own special interest. The president of Ukraine is not a political person. He comes from entertainment, comedian. Why would Russian president respect him when he's been working with the KGB since he was 19, 20 years old, worked his way up to the ranks? Why would he respect an entertainer that's running Ukraine? So here we are saying we're going to put an embassy over here in Ukraine. Once we put an embassy next to a country like Russia, we typically go after that dictator. We did Muammar Gaddafi, we did Saddam Hussein. So we're gonna go next, and he's saying, no, this is my land. You guys aren't coming over here. So we're trying to help Ukraine overthrow Russia. When Russia is one of the largest oil-producing countries in the world, and we're telling the world, hey, y'all, we're gonna stop using gas cars and go everything electric. That was Biden.
All right.
This was a hidden interest that Biden them was after, just like the Bushes went after Saddam. Mm-hmm. So, nah, man, Russia is not wrong. America is a corporation. It became a corporation in the 60s. It's not a country anymore. This is a corporation. So why wouldn't you want a businessman running your corporation? That makes sense. They want to do good business. We do good business with China. We borrow money from the Chinese. America borrow money from the Chinese so we can buy oil from the Saudis and do what all we do and still send money over to Ukraine.
See that? That makes a lot of sense. And I'm glad you spreading light on these situations, because I do like to have people on here with differences of opinion.
Yeah.
People that's not afraid to say, you know what, I do like this particular candidate, and I'm gonna stand on business about it.
Well, just think about this, homie. One of Biden's first announcements was by 2028, I think he said, we're gonna all have electric cars. If we all have electric cars, do you know how much control the government has over us?
I love it. I didn't like that.
Situation. Man, I don't like my car knowing all this. Man, give me that gas, motherfucker.
They mess around and stop you. Be like, hey, you didn't pay your phone bill.
There you go. You made a post today on social media we don't like, so your car ain't gonna work for 7 days, 3 days. So nah, man. This country cannot go electric because we've been dependent upon oil for too long. That's why we drive SUVs. That's why we keep our lights on. We burn a lot of oil and gas. That's why we're drilling for natural gas. But to have everything electric, that's giving all control to the government.